Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Hope you're all well wherever you are. And today I want to talk, or tonight basically, I want to talk about my dreams for football, or my top football dreams, as I call it, or whatever. So yeah, I want to talk about some of my dreams to do with football and the football teams I support, and how I hope for them to do well and get good investment and things like that. So I know it's one of my more selfish dreams in a way, but along with all the philanthropy I hope to do and things like that. I'll try not to waffle. But yeah, so this is a list of a three-part video list of some of my dreams that I often do. Hope some people out there will enjoy it as much as possible, and or as many people as possible will enjoy it. Sorry, and hopefully I won't stumble on my words too much. But anyway, so here goes. So number one, I dream for Italy to win the most amount of World Cups and Italy to become the top footballing nation. I've been an Italian football fan for a long time, reminds me how old I am really, but for about 26 years or something like that, 26 years or so, maybe even 27, but anyway, for a long time. But yeah, so I dream for Italy to win the most World Cups especially, and possibly to become the top footballing nation, and Italians to unite together through football, like the diaspora, and even rival politicians in Italy to work together to help the Italian team, like people to come together and have like a committee or think tank to discuss how to help Italian football to become number one and to win the most World Cups. And I know one problem with that could be like too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say here in the UK. And I think like where you have too many ideas or too many people discussing different ideas, it's like which one do you agree upon. But I think if they can come to some sort of consensus and agreement, and former and current players, politicians also, and the Italian FA, the FIGC, and the Serie and all the different leagues and the lower league, and even schools, the curriculum, politicians, councillors, and all sorts of people, Italian businesses, and all sorts of people like that. Basically, as many Italians as possible, and people from the diaspora come together. I think they could hopefully help Italy to become the number one footballing nation, to win more World Cups than Brazil or Germany or any other country, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully come together, as I say, and discuss those ideas and do as well as possible and basically become the number one footballing nation. Sorry, everybody knows. Number two, I'd also love for the Italian club teams, as well as the national team, like Serie teams, to do well. And nowadays, that does require a lot of investment. Some people probably hate that. A lot of money's involved in football, and I can see where they're coming from a lot, especially if you're an anti-capitalist or you just believe that a rich owner or a rich company owner or whatever can come in and buy a football team and invest a lot of money and turn a football team into a winning team. The purists or the people who want to see like what they call organic growth or whatever, they might be annoyed about how it's unnatural. That's the right word, but it's because so much money's involved, you can just buy better players rather than actually develop good teams. So I understand where they're coming from, but part of me agrees with them, but part of me would, and I understand there's a lot of poverty in the world and things like that, so money could be used for other things. So I think footballers and football clubs could give money towards tackling poverty, and I'd love everyone to have a house and a place to live, which I hope to come to in these videos about how I think football can be used for good. But at the same time, a bit biased on me, but I'd love to see the football teams I love to support, especially Serie teams and Celtic, to get as much investment as possible. I'd love to see Serie teams winning the Champions League, Europa League, even the World Club Cup. I probably should have said that in a different order, but yeah, so Europa League and the lower level, but also the Champions League and even the World Club Cup, as I say, and to win the most, to win more than any other teams like the EPL, English Premier League teams, or the Liga teams. So basically, Italian club teams to be the most successful on record as well. So people look up to the Italian League, and I'd love to help, like, create a hashtag. Please help to make Italian football great again, or things like that. So hopefully, a lot of investors will come in and invest in Italian football, like invest in youth academies and things like that, and be offered tax exemptions and all sorts of things like that. So hopefully to help Italian teams win, but also most importantly to win trophies, not just to have money, because that's just like a vanity thing, but to actually, I suppose you could say it's vanity, but to win those actual trophies would be an excellent sort of thing, I think, because yeah, that's the main thing that I hope to achieve. Like I think that we're not just having money in the bank and like being owned by wealthy owners, but actually winning events, like I say, like Europa League, Champions League, World Club Cup, and any other competitions like European Cups competitions or international competitions that UEFA or FIFA might make, respectively. So I'd love to share my ideas with Italian football and Celtic and with FIFA and UEFA and different organisations about how to improve the game and how to listen to fans more and how it can be even better marketed to make what to me is the best sport and is the world's number one sport. So on record, it's the best sport to make it even more popular, perhaps, and get even more people involved, and how football can be used for good. But yeah, from a more selfish point of view, I'd love to see the national team and the local Italian club teams do well, to do the best, basically. Not even just do well, but to become the best. Number 3, I'd love to see Celtic win the most competitions in Scotland. As a big fan of Celtic as well, I'd love to see, and also Celtic could perhaps work with the Italian national team and Serie, especially like developing young players, training together as much as possible, sharing ideas perhaps, and things like that. So hopefully they could help each other. Italians could support Celtic as a second favourite team and vice versa. So hopefully build that relationship and connection, as say both the Italian national team and the club teams with Celtic and vice versa. Which coincidentally both are Catholic, although I'm not myself, but as it happens. Number 4, I hope to have fun and enjoy football and like enjoy victories, because I think it can be a bit hollow, if that's the right word, if Italian teams, both the national team and the club teams and Celtic, won so many competitions and I didn't really enjoy it. I think it's really important to enjoy those victories, and I think having fun is really important as well. I love to have fun, but I do have that competitive spirit as well, where I do want to win. I find it more fun if we win, perhaps. I suppose, a lot more fun in a way and a lot more joyous. So I hope to have joy from it and happiness and fun and those sorts of things, which I think are really important. And also, again, hopefully help football for good. I was going to say football for good, for fun then, but football for good, and how football can help with charity, philanthropy, tackling poverty, tackling mental health issues, raising awareness of dyslexia and things like that, different conditions and different problems, and also basically just trying to make the world a better place through football. So I think that would be really good, and I'd love to see Italian teams and Celtic do that as much as possible, and donate some of the prize money they get perhaps towards tackling poverty across Africa and Asia and around the world, and helping like different countries that are going through natural disasters and all sorts of things like that. So it'd be great, as I say, to see football being used for good as well, although I do have that competitive side, as I say. Number 5, again, hopefully each victory Italian teams have and Celtic have, I will really enjoy and relish and appreciate, and hopefully those things will make me happier and I'll be able to work towards those goals. But I do like to do the stuff to do with charity and philanthropy, but I think it is important to have passions which you enjoy as well, like having fun and enjoying yourself, and not just. So I think you got to look after number 1 as well as others. So I think it's good to do both of those things, like look after yourself and look after others. So hopefully it won't make me lose more hair. Hopefully I'll actually enjoy and appreciate the challenge of helping, like to encourage ideas to do with how to benefit Italian football and how I, as a dyslexic, can benefit Italian football. And again, hopefully that will make me happy. Number 6, I hope to use football to build bridges. I was going to say I almost forgot this point, but I know in football it is a bit harsh because there are winners and losers. So unfortunately, some people have to be a loser as well. But I'd love to build bridges between, like say, Italy and the rest of the world through football, and especially Italy and Celtic as much as possible. Number 8, I hope to tackle, I know Italian football unfortunately does have a lot of problems with prejudice and hooliganism and crime and things like that. So I hope to tackle some of those sorts of things and hopefully help Italian football to improve relations with the rest of the world. Like for Black History Month, I would love for there to be like a list of the top black players from Africa and around the world that have played in Italy, and even like the top migrants. And I think hopefully the migrants coming into Italy will improve relations through football. And again, hopefully football can be used for good and to make the world a better place as much as possible. I know that's not always the case, and sometimes football is used for bad, but I think it can be used hopefully for good. I like to think so anyway. And I'm sure many football fans, they do a lot for charity and things like that. Many footballers and even football clubs themselves do a lot for charity. So for all the talk about all the money that goes into football, I think there's a lot of good things that happen with that money as well. So it's not always just greed. I know it can be a lot of time, and I know again a lot of negative things can come from football, and there's a lot of prejudice. But hopefully, football can be used for good, and people will see if we work together, we can achieve a lot more. So people in Italy will see that the migrants and people of colour who come to Italy can also contribute to football. Number 9, on that note, when it comes to migration policy, I would love for Italy to have a migration policy where they say anyone who comes in legally would be welcome, and the main priority would be for people who have a skill or talent for football, and also people who come from countries that have been colonized by Italy. But if you look at France, they benefited a lot from immigration from people from Africa in their football team, and also so has Brazil. So hopefully, as a football nation, loving nation, hopefully Italy will see that as well, and lots of Italians will be more accepting of migrants, perhaps. And it might be a bit of a pipe dream, but I might live in hope. And also, I think new owners that come into own Italian football teams, buy Italian football teams, and new managers and coaches should give their 5 to 10 year vision. So hopefully, a lot of people will give their 5 to 10 year vision, and there can be committees and think tanks about how to improve Italian football, how to bring investment in, and things like that with different ideas. And hopefully, there can be some sort of consensus that people come to and reach an agreement about what to work towards to make Italian football better. And finally, for this, to develop Italian young players and also Celtic, encourage youth development, youth academies, and encouraging children like to play football and to take risks and learn from their mistakes as much as possible. So again, I hope people enjoy this video, and sorry if it's a bit long, and I'm out. Peace and love.